Hello YouTube. We have the Digiflip Pro XT712 tablet for review with us today. Digiflip is a brand of Flipkart and has been offering things like computer accessories, bags, cables and stuff like that. With the Digiflip Pro, Flipkart is entering the more serious devices market, and their first serious product on offer is this tablet, which is named as Digiflip Pro XT712. So this is the tablet. It's a dual SIM Android tablet. The main USP of this device is the price and the features it offers at this price. The MRP is 10,999, but the tablet is available for 9,999 rupees, and the tablet comes with some freebies and shopping vouchers thrown in. The tablet has some decent specifications. It runs on Android 4.2.2. The processor is a 1.3 GHz Cortex A7 quad chip. It's a dual SIM tablet and both SIMs can be used for voice or 3G. It is a 7-inch IPS HD display. The rear camera is a 5 megapixel autofocus one with LED flash, and the front camera is 2 megapixels. RAM is 1 GB and there is an internal storage of 16 GB, and that can be expanded using SD cards of up to 32 GB. We have the detailed specifications mentioned on the back of the box. The OS is 4.2.2. The connectivity includes Wi-Fi BGN, 3G and Bluetooth. Display supports 5-point touch, 1.3 GHz quad-core processor, and the GPU is Mali 400 MP2. The camera can record full HD videos. The sensors include accelerometer, light sensor and proximity sensor. Tablet weighs 285 grams. And there is a micro USB 2.0 port, and it supports OTG as well. The battery is a 3000 mAh lithium polymer battery. It claims to have a maximum talk time of 8 hours and a maximum standby time of 7 days. There's FM radio, stereo speakers, built-in GPS, and we have the inbox accessories also mentioned here. It is available in both black and white, and we have the black one here. Not considering the size of the device, it is actually a full phone in the 7-inch form factor. It can do everything that a dual SIM phone does. So you may use it as a secondary phone cum tablet. I have been using it since a week, and if I have to sum it up in one line, I would say it tries to be everything and succeeds reasonably well in doing so. This is the total stuff included in the package. We have the user manual, a cleaning cloth is included, the USB charger, the micro USB to USB cable. This can be used to connect the tablet to the PC or to charge the tablet using the USB charger that's supplied. Then we have the headphones, the OTG cable, and the headphone extension cable. The tablet even came with a screen protector applied, but I removed that since it was not a proper fit. The user guide itself is pretty neat and informative, and comes with a lot of pictures. This will be a useful one for first-time Android users. On the second day after the launch, Flipkart has emailed a soft copy of the addendum to this user guide. The addendum has instructions to remove the back panel to access the SIM cards. This was done since many users complained about the difficulty in opening it, and doing it on the second day was a fast and prompt action from Flipkart. With all this stuff included, the only thing you may want to buy may be a case and maybe some extra memory if at all the 16 GB internal memory is not sufficient for you. These are the included headphones. These are standard 3.5 mm headphones. They do not come with extra tips. Fairly decent quality. The sound is good. There is enough bass for music lovers, but there is distortion at full volume. And there is the inline microphone and the button to answer and reject the calls. And in case you have any difficulty in connecting your headphones directly to the tablet, say when the tablet is inside a case, you can connect your headphones to the supplied audio extension cable and then connect to the tablet. This may come in handy when using some types of headphones because the jack may be in different shape or thickness. The charger has an output of 2 amps and it is charging the tablet from almost 0 to 100% in around 1.5 hours. The USB cable is only around 2 feet long, so that may be an issue for some. Coming back to the tablet, it's a simple and neat design, looks nice. At 285 grams it is not heavy and feels just right to hold. Same thing goes for the thickness too. It is 9.2 mm in thickness and feels sleek. It is comfortable to hold and work with the tablet. To walk you through the tablet, on the front we have the earpiece on the top for voice calls. Then we have the 2 megapixel front facing camera for video calls. Ambient light and proximity sensors are also there. And then the 7-inch display, and nothing else is there on the front side. There is nothing on the right side, and we have the micro USB 2.0 port on the bottom. This also supports OTG, and then we have the microphone. The volume rocker and the power keys are on the left side, and the standard 3.5 mm headphone socket is on the top. On the back there is the 5 megapixel primary camera. This is autofocus camera, and there is also an LED flash. Then we have the Digiflip branding, and there are stereo speakers on the center of the bottom. The back is made of metal, and the top part and the bottom parts are made of plastic. The top panel is removable, and your SIM cards and the micro SD card go in here. It's a neat and simple design. I think instead of white on black, the branding should have been more subtle. If you notice, you can see the buttons are raised. They sit almost 1 mm higher than the tablet body. While they give good feedback on clicking, they are prone to accidentally getting pressed, and many a times I ended up having the tablet perform unrequired actions. The other thing is the placement of the speaker. The stereo speakers are placed centrally on the lower side of the back, and while holding the tablet like this, while gaming or reading books, I accidentally block the speakers, and that reduces the volume considerably. The issue of accidentally pressing the buttons and blocking the speakers happens too many times, no matter what we are doing. Also, since the speaker is on the back and flat, it gets blocked when you place the tablet on a couch or a table. If we look at the build quality, the tablet is very sturdy and there are no squeaks at all. The only issue in build quality is the top panel, which needs to be removed to access the SIM cards, feels very flimsy. It needs to be handled very carefully, otherwise it feels like it may break. You need to be very careful while opening or putting this panel back. The SIM cards go in here, SIM 1, SIM 2 and the slot for micro SD card. Need to be careful while putting the panel back. But once the panel is back in place, it feels intact. Absolutely no squeaks and squeals, and it feels very sturdy. Notice the edges around the screen. The edges are raised more than the screen, and this protects the screen from scratches when the tablet is kept face down. In the same way, the ring around the camera glass is also raised. That's the startup screen. The tablet takes around 30 seconds to get to the home screen. And here we are on the home screen. The interface is very stock Android interface. There is minimal customization. We have 5 home screens and you cannot add or remove any of these home screens, and if required you may install some other launcher. Long press to change wallpapers, and you do have options to add live wallpapers. Pull down on the left to go to your notifications, and pull down on the right to go to quick toggles and other shortcuts. Going into the settings, we have the SIM management wherein you can switch off one of the SIMs or both the SIMs. Then you can select defaults for voice calls, messaging and data. If you do not select a default here, whenever you place a call or try to send a message, it will ask you to select a SIM card. Then you have the regular Wi-Fi and Bluetooth options. Then the data usage settings, wherein you can check the usage of data and also set limits so that you don't cross the data usage limits of your plan. And we have some more options here. The tablet does allow Bluetooth tethering as well as Wi-Fi hotspot. Then we have the audio profiles, display settings and storage. Out of the total 16 GB storage, the tablet takes 1.48 GB for data storage, and the user has 12 GB available as internal storage, and the remaining space is taken up by the Android related stuff. Then we have the battery information. Then we have the application settings, wherein you can move applications between data storage and internal storage, or clear the application data, or uninstall or disable notifications and stuff like that. You can check internal memory as well as data storage memory. You can also check the RAM from here, free RAM from here. We have 697 MB total free RAM now. The tablet is just started, no apps are started after booting the tablet, so we have 697 MB of RAM free now. Then the location access and security settings. These are the input settings. The tablet comes with Android keyboard that was default for 4.2.2. It does not support gesture typing, so I have the Swift key installed. Then we have the backup and reset settings. Your various accounts will be under the accounts. Then we have date and time settings and scheduled power on and off. You can schedule automatic power on and off times. When this is enabled, the tablet will automatically switch on and switch off at the preset times. Then we have the accessibility options, developer options, and finally the about tablet. The tablet runs on Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, and there is no news on whether Flipkart will provide any update in the future. It mentions local update here, so over the air updates may not be possible, and if at all there's an update, you'll have to download the update file and update the tablet from here. This is the app drawer, and there is minimal customization. It looks almost stock Android. The tablet comes with a minimal set of applications. There is hardly any bloatware. Many of the apps you see here are installed by me. In fact, the tablet doesn't even come with very common Google applications like YouTube, Google Maps and Google Plus. It is a good thing because you are getting a clean tablet and you can install only those applications which you need instead of having all the unnecessary applications in the tablet. And that way you can also keep the tablet's performance optimal. And you can find the default Android widgets under the widgets tab. The tablet does come with a few apps. We have the Flipkart shopping app, the Flipkart ebooks app, we have a file manager, Facebook, and we have the GPS info. Then we have the MX player. So we have a few applications pre-installed. Going back to the home screen, we have a dock on the bottom that can hold 5 shortcuts, and This will be consistent in all the home screens. The center one is the app drawer, and the remaining 4 can be shortcuts to any of the preferred applications, or they can be folders which can in turn contain shortcuts to the applications. So like this is a folder which contains shortcuts to Android browser and Chrome browser. And you can find the 3 Android buttons on the bottom of the display everywhere. The back button, the home button, and the recent applications button. You can access Google Now by sliding up on the home button at the center. Okay Google, who is the Prime Minister of India? This is the keyboard that comes with the tablet. The keys are large and comfortable to use, but the keyboard does not support gesture typing. So it is better to install Android KitKat keyboard or the Swift key. I have the Swift key installed, and installing Swift key or the KitKat keyboard will make it much easier to use the tablet. Then you have the recent applications button. You can quickly switch to the recent applications used or slide them off to free up some memory. This is the lock screen. You can add lock screen widgets, or you can go to the camera directly from the lock screen without having to unlock the tablet. The 7-inch display has a resolution of 1280 by 800 pixels, and that gives it a pixel density of 216 ppi. The display supports 5-point touch. It is glossy and is a fingerprint magnet. It's an IPS display and is really a good one. The color reproduction is very good, though not vivid, and you will be pleased with the display. It supports HD playback, and it is a comfortable display whether for browsing, gaming, or videos. Viewing angles are not great. The display loses contrast when viewing from an angle. It is still manageable and not totally bad. The touch response is very good and you will not miss any moves. There are no issues at all with the touch response. This is the dialer, again a stock looking one. You can use any of the 2 SIMs for placing a call. Both SIMs support 3G, but only one SIM can be used for 3G at any time. So if you enable 3G on SIM 2, the SIM 1 cannot be used for video calls. SIM 2 will be used by default for the video calls. For the regular voice calls, you can set a default SIM to be used, or it will ask you every time you try to make a call. Then you have the regular Android style call logs and contacts. You can place a video call from the options menu, and the call will be placed using the SIM which is enabled for 3G. While in a voice call, you also have an option to record the call. While there are no issues with the connectivity or signal, the issue with the phone is that the earpiece volume is low and it becomes difficult to hear the other side even with minimal noise around. Moving on to the browser, we get the stock Android browser for 4.2.2. While it is fairly good and handles pretty much anything, it falls behind in speed and handling the pages when compared to Chrome or other latest browsers. So I recommend using a newer browser so that you get improved performance. This is Chrome browser and it handles things very well. Even when you request a desktop site, the rendering is equally as fast as for a mobile version, and you get the convenience of the desktop site you are used to. The page rendering is fast enough, pinch to zoom works well but jerky at times, and scrolling on large pages is not very smooth, but nothing that is unbearable. You can even play videos within the browser itself. YouTube does not come pre-installed, and this needs to be installed by the user. For playing YouTube videos, the maximum quality option we get is 720p. This is a full HD video, but we can select only up to 720p. While the colors are good and viewing angles are okay, I do not find the YouTube video playback to be smooth. It is choppy, as you can see, and there is a drop in frame rate. Not comfortable for long use. Playback of local videos is smooth. This is a full HD video being played from the OTG pen drive, and it is smooth. But it's not the same case with YouTube videos. The included players do not handle all the HD files. It fails to play the AVI files captured by my Nikon. So additional codecs or player needs to be installed if required. Stock Android music player. You can sort music based on artist, album, songs or playlists. The included headphones are good, but you do get disturbance at full volume. The tablet has FM radio and needs the headphones to be inserted, as the headphones will act as antenna for the radio. Whether for music or calls, the volume of earpiece as well as the stereo speakers on the back is comparatively low. Since the loudspeaker is flat on the back, the volume is further reduced when the tablet is lying on a couch or a table. Even though the volume itself is low, at full level there is disturbance in speakers, headphones as well as the earpiece. So I could not use full volume even for taking the calls. The tablet has Mali 400 MP2 GPU combined with a quad chip and 1 GB RAM. The gaming performance is good. The colors are good, and with good viewing angles the tablet is decent enough for casual gamers. Touch is very responsive, just as required for games. A drop in frame rate is sometimes noticeable. I have used Temple Run, Subway Surf and Asphalt 8 without any problems. While the tablet should decently handle most of the games, it may struggle to handle some high-end graphics intensive games. The camera quality is moderate. I haven't got a chance to fully check the camera, but within the limited use I think camera is just about okay. There are a lot of options and settings for both stills and videos, but end of the day it's not a serious camera and you cannot expect print quality pictures from it. I assume the outdoor pictures to be good, but indoor pictures are grainy and lack sharpness and detail. The focusing speed is good, but at times it takes its own time. When we compare the camera with the cameras of other devices in the category, this is not a bad one. The camera can record full HD video in fine setting, 720p video in high, and we also have lower quality video options. But again, videos are not smooth and frame rate seems to be low. This picture was taken with normal lighting in the room from around 1 feet from the subject. This was taken in a totally dark room from 1 feet. And this was taken in a totally dark room from around 3 feet. The tablet has GPS and it works very well. It is very quick to get a fix on the position. It does not come with any map applications pre-installed. You can use any third-party app or Google Maps. I have the Google Maps installed and navigation works perfectly well. I have also used the GPS in other applications and it works equally well. It has an ambient light sensor, and when you set the brightness to auto mode, the brightness will vary automatically based on the lighting in the room. And there is proximity sensor to turn off the screen while in calls. This avoids any accidental touchscreen actions when you hold the tablet against the ear. The tablet supports OTG and the cable is also included. All you have to do is plug in the OTG cable and you can connect your USB mouse or keyboard. Wireless mouse and keyboards can also be used. I have used the Logitech Unified Receiver and both keyboard and mouse work simultaneously. You get the mouse pointer when the mouse is connected. And once connected, you can use the tablet with the connected mouse and the keyboard. You can connect your regular pen drives using the OTG cable and the tablet will readily recognize that. And if you have a OTG pen drive, You can directly connect it to the tablet and start using that. It has a non-removable 3000 mAh battery with a claimed maximum talk time of 8 hours and maximum standby time of 7 days. I had the tablet in airplane mode and the charge dropped by 30% in around 24 hours when I did not even turn on the screen. So I do not think it can give a standby time of 7 days. In practical use, you may get 4 to 5 hours of heavy use, while conservative use may give you around 8 to 10 hours. On a normal working day, when I used the tablet for browsing, mainly for searching, then a few calls, a few minutes of gameplay and few minutes of videos, I was able to get more than a day. The battery is good, but getting a whole day out of it may not be possible unless the use is low. The battery doesn't charge when connected to even 1 amp chargers, so you need to carry a high power charger. Talking about the performance, it has an Antutu score of 15,728, which is pretty decent for this. And in quadrant standard, it has scored 5,709, which is again on par with Moto E. Except for the drop in frame rate sometimes in games and the choppy YouTube playback, I did not face any lag issues, errors or unexpected closing of applications in the tablet. Since it has decent specs, if Flipkart can provide KitKat update to this tablet, I think the performance will be much better. Whether you get an update or not, the performance is still good as it is. To conclude, it is a great value for money tablet. Flipkart has struck the right balance of price and features. They have tried to provide every feature that an average user will look for in a tablet. Even though I mentioned the camera is moderate, if we look at the overall tablet features and when compared with many other tablets in the category, it is still a very good tablet. In fact, if you look at other devices in the price and the stuff bundled, you can easily see this is offering more bang for what you're paying. Even the internal memory is a decent 16 GB and most users may never need to add any extra memory. When it comes to the service, Flipkart says there are a total of 120 service centers in 100 cities. Out of these, 24 are priority service centers wherein a resolution will be provided within 24 hours. And I think Flipkart will make sure the users will get the required service, as it is equally necessary for Flipkart to stand in this space. So if you are looking for a tablet in this price range, check this out and you will like it. Do let me know what you think of the tablet in the comment section below. That's all from me now. Thanks for watching guys. Please hit the like button if you liked this video and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you and take care. Bye.